entirely different style, bringing in that the waylay, and this is the buffed waylay.
Occasion here for us. In a great way to kick off the second day of Stage 2.
Well, if today was a restaurant for the matchups we have, it'd be Michelin stars for sure. You can see Devi has a couple players underneath him. Buzz being diligent, but with that smoke there, just going to bypass it.
Managing to get their way forward into that C site. Meteor putting some damage down, being pinched though, and Jing will be able to go ahead and find that kill. Buzz, quick peek back out through the garage doors, and a quick peek into the window. Gets himself a second kill as Devi falls to the wayside.
Still have a Paranoia in DH's hands to prevent this retake, but they're so deep, and it's taken out though. Izu gone.
Izu gone. Paranoia, as you said, now flying. That's going to be the slow coming through. Dead to rights. Forsaken able to collect that now. Just Buzz and Stacks. The dynamic duo. They try to hold this line. It's all going to come down to Buzz, who would need to pull it off in an ace, and he cannot. Something will strike.
Lose it to safely get out and then re-clear it with the Waylay TPs, with the Yoru TPs, things like that, to give you the ability to keep T1 really off balance.
Quick little peek out. Refract going to expire here from Forsaken. He's holding the line. How do they really try to displace him? Well, Buzz is just going to go bounding forward, hits the relay, but Forsaken hits the headshot as the slide comes in. Everybody else going to be walled back, which will drop. And Devi now, similarly filling in the space, allows for Forsaken to very quickly clean up 4K here to go ahead and try to
wedge their way through. Drone's going to clear the way. Not just going to try to fire some shots.
Something at the same time.
Whoa.
Yeah, peeks down over here at C Long, and DH is going to be eliminated. Omen now gone. Buzz going to be on a bit of a late linger. Seems like he's not going to try to push the window, though. Backs away at the same time. Jing holding forward here at A main. And look how many other players have joined in. Patman as well as something. Both now in position. Just bounding around here is Buzz like a madman. Stacks able to find one. First shot rings out. Does get a contact. Stacks down to 10 HP. Patman now scaling forward. Look at the try to get the jump. Spike in hand, now on the floor. Stacks dropped. Player advantage to the side of Paper X as they look to try to convert this bonus. Buzz just now swinging around the back. Forsaken having the read and gets the readjustment. Not even a shot suffered. As T1 find themselves in a catastrophic position. 14 seconds remaining. Fast lane goes up. Meteor able to find one, but Patman just gets the tap through the wall. Meteor having to do it all, and he cannot. Something will go ahead and swap out the Outlaw for.
You've got the Nightfall. Bye-bye.
Quick little refract back. I think I might have called Izu Buzz in the previous round. Gonna have to get used to seeing Izu on the Neon. At the same time, though, Meteor caught out in mid. Quick little elimination. As T1 going to be scratching their heads, trying to figure out how they now try to really push this over the line. DH trying to open up some space towards A, going on the swing, but two players stacked up and coming forward. Something collecting at third. Patman refilling the space. Will be able to go ahead and seal the deal on the rounds. Just one casualty.
But a very crucial one for T1 to stabilize. Saturate goes out, but going to be dodged there by Buzz.
But this allows for the push up here from Something. Himself in a position, Stacks around that left-hand corner. The turn back, though, it's going to be a timing hit as Buzz gets just enough line of sight to find the kill. So player advantage here to the side of T1. Desperately need to find this round win. 4-0 start from the defending side of Haven. Certainly not where they want to be at.
Only saw the Omen. Not that Patman and Devi were also into B, so they're going to leave the A site wide open. Devi is sliding over there, trying to create that extra player on the backside potentially. Let's see if Paper X goes for it. This should be a pretty easy site take. Both Devi though.
Trying to go on a timing, but double face from the duelists. Buzz able to go ahead and take him down.
I know exactly where.
As the neural theft now going to be invested here from Meteor. Gets the ping, reveals. Forsaken still fiercely scaling forward. Wants to clear out that trip before the second pulse had come through. Haunted the ready now from Patman. Up and over the top, Jing on the swing. Times it well, finds Meteor, refract out. And that is going to be Forsaken now, in all likelihood, trying to escape, but it's a nice shot from DH on a narrow little window. It comes up with same time from Forsaken. Able to avoid the op for now.
Interesting setup there. The tripwire. Going to use the ult as well from Buzz. Try to get some info. What's going on in the A site? Leaning heavy into it. Patman is Something not having any of it themselves. They're just going to evacuate. Here comes the Nightfall.
Spot on the 2, the Nightfall going across. Doesn't get too much of a connection though. And something now dropping down. Trying to escort them forward. Divide playing off the back of that, able to find Stacks. Takes him down, Spike not yet planted. Izu barely staying alive, is able to find Jing. Slides back behind the box, but now Forsaken arriving in from behind. Gonna be good for one Pat at the same time, able to find Meteor, but then gets taken down, and it's all on something. He versus Izu, who's actually gonna stick around on this site. Could have pivoted. And then he's on the Neon, but Opposite just go ahead and try to get that spike in play. Weapon swap should be available to something. Given the corpses laid out here at long. Now just dialed in on the angle. Swaps to the Vandal. Flash not going deep enough. Gun barrel spotted out. Izu knowing exactly where he's at. And finds the kill to go ahead and get T1 2 rounds in a row.
4 stacks. See what they want to do off the back of that. Quick, fast play here. TP going out.
Paranoia's got sent as well. Jing able to find one as Forsaken finds Meteor at the same time. Just pushing out of the garage doors, takes him down over towards that attacker spawn. No trips in behind. T1 gonna have to have their heads on swivels. As Patman holding the close angle, the swing in, gets past the crosshair. Mizu fires just a little bit faster. Flash to try to slow up. Something, however, the readjust. Puts Buzz and Stacks down on the floor. Swings out wide, gives his life to the cause as Jing will go ahead.
Those early picks, and then they can, you know, take their prize and just peace out. Bit of a flash there, though.
It's so well read. Could have destroyed it. Said, nope, let's just go ahead and have you fall right into the trap. Not sure what that smoke is doing. It's like a quarter into the wall and into the floor. Izu now pinned here. Smoke comes up to try to peel. Forsaken once again going on the peak. At the same time, Patman just spamming across. DH ends up catching a stray. Something's lurked forward. Meteor down. T1 scrambling here. As Paper Rex are just winning on all fronts.
They're just in great form, top to bottom. You know, haven't played this map in forever, and they look really solid. Good reads. I mean, Forsaken, yeah, like you said, just let that TP go. Just waited for his moment. Something gonna use the clone just to check the corner. No hard angle being held, at least.
Cutting through.
He checked it again anyway, just in case, but now it's T1, just trying to play the waiting game here. I mean, you've got some money here for Paper Rex. You want to commit too much, I would think. Maybe one player, two, if you want to go for these kills.
Stacks able to hold the weapon for now, but if you see one, you should very much be suspicious of both. Still 12 seconds to try to survive. The haunt going to be cleared out. The push now coming through, slide across the opposite side. Stacks able to dodge that, but cannot dodge the bullets. Jing finds one, Forsaken. Secret.
Crap.
So
I'm screwed.
You're just kind of SOL on that one. Is it something? Trying to swing out a little bit wider. Some damage going to be dealt as Buzz does fall down to 68.
See, look at that. Oh, so good.
Oh, let's take a little lick of damage there in exchange. Drop out from the window here with the saturate as Buzz. I mean, it's basically just shoulder to shoulder. He's rotating around the back, though. Here's the footsteps. Devi right there as well. Buzz somehow slipping this net, but then Devi just turns back into the site. And what looks like it might just be a massive steal, a weapon recovered. Well, it ends up blowing up in his face.
Something had TP'd away. He was looking for the Yoru, couldn't find it. Knows that Outlaw was around somewhere. Here goes the execute.
Overdrive gonna be popped. Mizu going forward, wanting to try to push this target rich environment, still able to collect 2. Shorty does cut him down to size. Slow creep up now from Jing. There's the dimensional drift, gonna be able to spot them out. Clear onto 1, Jing now striking, Stacks dead. Flash is flying here into Meteor's face, and Jing able to go ahead and just knock them all out. DH, the last one standing. They're both solo, but Devi has the Outlaw on hand, has been so very clean with these snipers.
He can clean up a couple players on a T1. Throwing those flashes out, getting the spots. Everything you could want there from your Yoru. Here he goes again. This time he's got backup.
Oh. Sees multiple targets, decides to just back away. Something going to be doing very much the same, but there's the saturate laid back in. Forsaken reaggresses, and Jing tears them all to pieces. Quick 3K, flawless round, Paper.
It's just
So bizarre. I mean, it's a whimsy-less frying of T1 at the moment. Paper X are just playing very well-measured Valorant here at the moment, and T1 just cannot keep up. Quick hit here onto the B site. The force up on the Stingers. Trip cleared around the back. Forsaken, willing to explore, willing to scout here. As Meteor staying tucked into the cubby. Plenty of footsteps going to be heard. Turns from the flash, something able to find one. Stinger gets a good amount of damage across, but eliminations cannot be found. Shock darts at the ready. Izu trying to scale forward, but now the defuse is just being held, and there's really nothing more that can be done. The fuse stuck, one casualty.
Might as well use it. Now you've got a bunch of ults for T1.
Might have it off on the floor as well to try to utilize. Load and spam off the rip. Looking to try to tag up these players here on the approach. Hunter's Fury now going to be called through. Stack's trying to line him up. That's going to be Media taking a little bit of damage, but Devi does get caught at the end. Peter now forward here into window. Tries to swing the corner. And Patman there to boot, but Devi gets it done by himself. Just instantly finding the one tap. Player advantage again here in the hands of Paper Rex. Relay bolt to delay. Forsaken held back. Jing though, they have no audio, and he's just absolutely dumpstering them. Stacks to find one more, but Jing cleans up three. Forsaken has the final, and there you go. 10-2 at the half on T1's map pick.
TP early.
Saturate into the back of side, doesn't get the hit, but Forsaken does. Headshot to take him down. Prowler chasing forward here on towards Buzz, who now rotates his way around into heaven. From control of the site, Patman peeking behind, looking for the kill here on Izu. Eats a good amount of damage. Buzz does have to clean up there. Kill found. Forsaken holding close. And to try to scale forward as Meteor. Just dueling here against Devi. Widely the damage exchange is going in Devi's favor, but now he's going to turn his sights back over here towards the spike. Something. Trying to find one. Meteor eventually swooping around the back, able to find that kill. 2v1, both players tagged low, and Meteor out swinging something. Does manage to go ahead and assist in the defuse. T1 get the pistol.
Clean things up. No real buy up other than Devi Sheriff. Paper Rex gonna try to keep feeding orbs over. And that's a good kill for DH.
Sheriff on the floor. I mean, it's not only the kill, Forsaken's tagged down to 40 as well. Takes even more there on the entry. Barely is able to rack out the safety, but now has 6 health. Jing gonna be good for 1, but the cleanup ultimately coming through. And DH, a very nice round to go ahead and get a very clean anti. He's gonna buy an outlaw, but it's actually just 1/2 armor here.
Yeah.
Izu, ooh, did he see the close player? I don't think so. Jing has gone unnoted, but Izu has the faster adjustment. He's able to double up for a second. Devi now gone. And hold the phone. Things might just be getting interesting here. Forsaken trying to scale forward. Jiggle peek out from Izu. Able to backpedal. Patman's still going to be scaling up along the wall. Gets the headshot there. Onto the neon midair. Finds himself a second. Stacks now dead, but Meteor pushing out of the mid. Finding an immense amount of damage. Patman and Forsaken just 31 health between the two players. Buzz between them. Does have that outlaw. So could eventually be a vulnerable target. Classic in hand, of course, is the correct play as Forsaken in the meantime, trying to get this plant down. DH going to be wrapping around back towards main. Sets up the smoke to try to push through this one perhaps, but is he going to get the read that Forsaken's out here? The answer is absolutely not. Kill now found. Buzz has to turn his sights over in towards B. Finds the first. The strike getting ready to come in from behind. Shots dodged. Buzz down to 42. This plant not here for Patman. Slowly creeping up. The Phantom in hand. The jiggle on the corner. Buzz has the shots, and T1 have the bonus conversion. Paper Rex going in with a decent little investment. Still going to be having a good amount of money, so full buy coming into the next round. Buzz not really stopping, finding one. Something going to be taken down. TP forward now. Izu here at back sight. Trying to dodge, and I don't believe he actually ends up getting caught by that saturate. This thing's out starting to spiral. 2 quick collections there for DH. Patman with some nice sheriffing. That's down 2. It's just going to be too many targets, too many directions to try to pay attention to. So T1
is Jing there.
Cover going out.
Have to suspect that there's going to be more, and now you hear it coming. Converging paths going to be sent out, tucked to the corner. Here is Stax and Forsaken able to collect one. DH has managed to fight back for a kill. Trade's going to be coming through. Is Izu able to find enemy Omen at the same time? Push forward, something trying to scale off the back of that one. The flash connecting on the Izu means that he gets taken down, but Meteor's still here. Dancing around the boxes, trying to dissuade, and it looks like ultimately it will be a pull off of the A site here from Patman. Spike in hand, Divine. Gonna try to linger around, but Neural Theft tells all, gets the reveal. As Spike ends up getting shipped all the way across towards the C site.
Yeah, that's really nice there. 4T1.
30 seconds
They're
left.
gonna anticipate where Devi is gonna be holding. Plants coming through.
Meteor swinging the corner, eats a good amount of damage. Buzz, however, at the same time, able to find Patman. The spike planted. Devi, he's just got to sprint for it. The cam is there, and I just don't think he's going to be able to get line of sight in time. The hold coming through, continuing to push forward, and there is the defuse. The flash just now ringing out, but the round is already over. It's going to be a big push now going in towards DH. Lone player on this C side of the map. Devi, able to get through. Did he go underneath of the trip?
I don't know.
I didn't see it, but now Buzz is going to be absolutely destroyed. Striking. Hadn't toggled the cam. Hadn't gotten a spot here on the Vice. DH does manage to go ahead and shut him down. 1 for 1, but still eats a good amount of damage. Something trying to hold close, but Stax able to swing in, playing off the back of the movement from Izu. It's breaking the aim, but once again, the lurk coming through. Forsaken on the approach. Sees the try to grab, and now the strike in from behind. It's just Meteor and DH trying to find their way back into this one. Now just the rookie finds the first, cognizant of the swing out from backside, but Jing will be able to collect it. Paper Rex
A little bit.
just makes a quick exit. Triple approach now through the sewer. Devi, big lurk forward onto the C side, and it looks like he's going to start calling for the retreat here, trying to get this rotate going. DH, however, seeming like maybe he's read this, and he has. Devi struck down. Looks like Paper X still wanting to commit here onto this site. Jiggle Peak spotting nothing. Teleports back Plat. Good reposition. Meanwhile, Meteor may be about to try to duke it out. Good clear from Izu. Tries to disguise the positioning here of the Omen, who now goes in for the strike. Quick smoke going to be set up. Gets the spot on the Paranoia going across, and that's going to be Monsters, but Patman still able to find one as Meteor's going to be taken down. Swap the Buckheat, now Buzz scooping up the Vandal, able to find Patman through the box. Cleans him up, DH gets up the top. Plat, Jing going to be dropped. 2 remaining players, so very low. The right-click kill. Ringing out here for Buzz. Full flash into the face of Forsaken.
30 seconds left.
Who has made noise. 26 seconds, 36 health. Finds one. Buzz down. 18 health remaining. Refract available. Tries to go for the re-peek. And it Stacks. Will just swing the corner.
Linker by, Forsaken with a Bucky. Patman, Sheriff, Devi Sheriff, Jing Sheriff. Something just a classic.
There's a real chance that they're going to be able to do some damage. As how is he alive?
No hard feelings.
I don't know. I don't know. Just unlucky.
It's like Marty McFly. Back to the Future 3.
Maybe they just
He's got a sheet of metal. Just
maybe it's just got salt in the ammo. Just rock salt.
unbelievable. Well, Meteor going to be traded back. Jewel the corner, some shots flying through, but DH collecting 3. Another big round here from the Omen as T1.
For Devi. This one kind of feels like it's got to go for Paper Rex. It's a buy. They're going to be out of money again.
Standing ahead.
Got some ultimates to use.
Izu trying to take some space. Is Forsaken. Narrowly able to go ahead and jump back, turn to the flash, push forward. And the angle double stacked, but it is going to be stacked as well as Izu eventually taken down. Weapons here in hand as they look to try to push forward now. The site opened up by Jing. All of T1 in position. Dimensional Drift from Buzz can try to lead the way. Steel Garden, however, available from Devi on the opposite side.
I'd like to see Paper X just back off now. Once the ult's about to expire.
Was able to find one. Turns back over towards Long. Devi going to be struck down. Something now in a 1v2.
Cutting through.
Damage onto the Yoru. Meteor low. Something jumps back across. The smoke now dissipating. It seems like Meteor having the read there for a brief little moment. The turn of the flash. But ultimately they have no real idea. Strikes the tap on the defuse. And the one tap to send Meteor down. Red Bull clutch. Something
Who's next?
Got the waylay ult, yeah.
You've got so many ults.
Yeah, this is scary.
Dimensional drift here.
Oh,
T1 need 3 in a row. Nightfall going across the TP4. DH, if he's able to turn back, he sees it. Meteor going to be good for 1 before getting taken down. That's going to be a massive trade up as Forsaken immediately jumps back. Kill onto Izu. Buzz still fighting back, looking for a little bit more, but eventually Forsaken will have him on the floor. Stacks now, last one standing. So Refract is available, but cannot use it. Stacks comes up with a kill. The drone now up and over the top. Something swinging around the back. The TP towards front sight. Stacks, a Red Bull clutch of his own. Gets the 3K to keep. Buzz just not looking to push the angle. Lets him swing down into him. Outlaw delivers. That's the gun that they would love to collect, but Buzz on the repeat, able to find another Forsaken now. Taken down, Bulldog passed over into Patman's heads and immediately does manage to put it to use. The previous clutcher got to be cleaned up, but Buzz is looking for an ace potentially now. As he's been the one player that just hasn't really called it quits this entire map, even in that first half. Now he's looking for a little bit more. We'll see if he can find it, and he does. Welcome back to stage 2. It's going to be Buzz picking up the Predator ace.
Thing I've ever seen. Just like
Fair.
10 and 2s maybe. If T1 can get this to go in overtime.
With TP into the corner, it's a full flash, but Izu can't render the weapon in time. Jing does manage to find that one. Forsaken at the same time, going to be taken down, and that's a good amount of the entry power now out of their hands.
Just that same setup there. Jing trying to counter those early pushes with those quick TPs. Able to get it to go. It's going to be checked though. Drone does spot him.
Jiggle peeks out.
Yeah, trying to make the move.
Buzz trying to watch and see if he can spot a reposition, but it will just be the TP out on the exit. Smoke under the garage window. DH quickly repositioning the C site open here for the taking.
Buzz has got his ult, so even though you're likely to get this plant down, DH is sliding away. Oh, they're going to back off of this. They actually had the site open, but something about it made it uncomfortable for them.
Seems like they might think that maybe it's a trap. Speaking of which, double trip set up here on the entryway. Meteor waiting for the gate crash. He's able to find one. Patman quickly goes back in. As Buzz, the mask, ends up going on. Turns around the back. Calls out Jing there, forward into the smoke. Just checking these player positions. The paranoia gets sent down. The push for the shorty. Not confirming the kill. Trying frantically here with the spray to find Patman, but he's somehow avoiding all of the shots until DH eventually comes up with a headshot. Divine now. Last one standing. Finds it, but DH holds the line. Another 3K for the rookie. And off the rip, we're going into OT.
The tougher side of the map facing you as T1. This defender side was where things were really problematic. Refract again, and he's got another kill.
He does. Meteor just can't get away from it. Given the runbacks that we've seen, the one-sided scored lines, it does feel like whoever's able to get this on the attack should be well set to try to take the map. We'll push in towards backside. Forsaken trying to spam out from behind that box, but it's going a little bit wide. Buzz safe there for the moment. The plant now coming through here from Stacks. A little bit more damage is going to be found though. Tries to maintain this position. Gate crash. Gets him over towards Cuppy should he decide to take it. Dash coming through. Izu looking for the flick over to the side, but Devi able to find it. Buzz now going to be taken down as something finds that kill. Flash going to be turned from Stacks. Has Devi right there in his sights, but now it is all on DH. The 1v4. They'll try to close it out. Finds the first. Defuse not being held. This tap's coming in. Oh, it looks so doable. But Devi, the veteran on the opposite side, certainly
it feels like
would have that clutch. Jing is so very low on health. Buzz though, force here onto the operator. Izu making plenty of noise. As Buzz gets situated on the line. This time though, Jing cannot get out scot-free, cannot get the kill. And Buzz is that second layer. They keep it disguised. That's both duelists now from T1. Getting out scot-free.
That's just a good read from T1.
Clear the trip, but this time the B site double stack, triple in fact as Izu peeks in from the A connector. Spike is now stranded. And for Paper Rex, there's not much more to be done. T1 having a lock on this one, it would seem, as we get ready to reset.
I mean, you gotta try to go for picks. You gotta try to open up the map a little bit. You have 54 seconds to work with now, but Just nothing doing. T1 being disciplined, being patient, playing this exactly as you should. Oh, that's a nice find.
It is.
Last player standing.
But that's an even better one. Something would be an ace clutch to bring the map to its
30
end.
seconds left.
DH timing to something, able to find the kill. 25 seconds remaining as the cage gets popped. Gate crash forward. Into the corner.
Fake teleport.
Easy, ready to swing. But reads it as a fake. The time ultimately just not really going to be here for him.
10 seconds left.
Trying to isolate and divide, but Meteor finds the timing. 13 to 13. We see if Paper X can try to get this train back onto the tracks.
Look at this.
Again here on the defending side.
Deep smoke, didn't matter.
Finds one, and that's Buzz down. Danger Man dealt with. Izu able to find one. DH trading it up, as well as Stacks getting involved. A site now open for the taking. So far, it seems like this timeout might have worked a treat for T1. Just a Divine Forsaken left to try to pick up this defending side. Round win, and Forsaken does manage to outduel the rookie. Not much damage going to be suffered either. Slowly pushing forward, up out of sewer.
Enemy
The
remaining.
double face in, and Defy gets it done. Cleans them both up. The diffuser come through. Paper X in.
Actually, it's Buzz pushing space.
Looking for maybe a collab there, but we'll be happy just to find the one. Some taps coming through, and Izu mows them down. Something can only find the one. The overdrive now popped. Defy's position previously noted. As Izu does get clipped there in the head, does get taken down, but Buzz plays it nice and slow, gets him slotted in his sights.
Stacking a little bit more towards the long A side, but you know, Paper X here is also really committing to this sewers defense. Patman here to back up Jing.
Finds the timing. DH dead. The Cypher's going to be there in play as well as flash forward, and Izu fully catches that one. Buzz trying to push up. He's going to be taken down, and suddenly it's all on Izu. Find the first, slides across the way. Does have the spike in hand. Prowler confirms the presence as Forsaken swinging around the back, the double face here onto the side. Izu trying to go for the sprint. The haunt reveal coming through, and Patman will be able to swing in from behind. Paper X once again.
Got it in their buys. In the previous one, it's actually going to be Divide. Oh, they've got the spot on the Buzz too. They know. They know that he's got that op.
Divide's not peeking in on the angle, but he's over there trying to clear that Prowler, but my God, what a readjustment from Buzz. Hits the flick to take down something and get up to 30 frags. Unbelievable. From the T1 Yoru was the refract. Scouting Meteor's position. He's going to look to try to push forward. Sees, dodge, the spray down from Stacks. Able to find two. Meteor gets rid of Jing. They know that the op is going to be in play. Meteor just here around the corner. The pinch comes in. And that's T1.
All right, well, surely this time, right? Let's try B. We haven't tried that in a while. Maybe that'll work. Sometimes it's that simple.
Well, it's going to be a big paranoia going across. Izu left out to dry, mowed down. Patman able to find DH at the same time. Now Buzz comes up with one there on the Divide. The Nightfall holds them all back. Tucked widely into window. It's Forsaken. Oh, nearly finds the timing there. Saturate going to be swung out. And now the spike down on the floor. Forsaken still on the approach. And they just have him completely pinned in. Meteor needing to win this fight. Finds the first. Jing going to be down to 23. Forsaken diving forward. Looking for a little bit more, but now it's all in the hands of Buzz. Jing low on health.
Cutting through.
One kill to Dimensional Drift as well as that plant. Spike now getting scooped up. Forsaken. Rather something. I don't know what my brain's doing right there. Jet lag.
30 seconds left.
Something slid forward here at sewer. Buzz slowly creeping his way in towards this A site. 20 seconds remaining though. If he tries to go for the safe plant, something should just be able to clean this one up.
Here's the footsteps.
Checks back. The swing out. He does so much damage. He's trying to stick for this one. That's going to be the clone coming through. Then the reface. Just couldn't get it down in time. Something managing to continue with.
This is likely going to be an attempt to try to make some space at B or C. Look at this crossfire.
Big crash set up. DH on that swing, but then ends up right out into the open here in front of everybody. Meteor on the check. Knows that it's going to be a fake, but Jing just tries to teleport forward. Cage going to be popped. Meteor quickly trying to reposition the drop down. However, Forsaken is right there in front of him. Brings it down to the 2v2. Izu around the back. Cannot win out the fight. It's all on Buzz. Spike still on the floor. Crash across. Buzz finding the shot. Something going to be taken down.
I have the spike.
He backpedals. Steel Garden available here to Divide. Does he send it off the rip? The answer no. Holds it here for the time being.
This is so tricky to play for both players.
33 health. Divide holding the angle here. Flash confirming nothing. Buzz swinging forward, checking out everything that he can! And Defy will strike the 3K to bring this map to its conclusion.
That role, Meteor's back onto the Sentinel. It's good to see him playing the Vice, and they're going to
Play on the A side by himself, typically. So you can just go ahead, get in there, get the plant set up, rethinking where they want this plant to be exactly. Seems like a little bit of extra space created at backside. They want to move that spike into a better position.
Just full face out in towards the vendor spawn. Izu leading the way, trying to break the crosshair, and Buzz able to profit from that. Divine now going to be taken down.
Bring them down.
2 charges over towards that dimensional drift. 3 players still to deal with. Meteor catching a glimpse onto 1. Repositions out from stairs. Izu dancing around the bullets. Patman going to be struck down. Meteor looking for a little bit of impact here as Jing finds 2 quick kills with a frenzy.
Player standing.
Izu still standing. Jing at 15 HP. Trying to find a timing. Playing a ring around the rosy, but so too is Izu. He's able to outpace him. The time is just not going to be there. Best that Jing can hope for is going to be another little ult charge, which he will be able to scoop up, but in the end, DH will put him down.
They might have been the worst in Toronto. I think they were.
It certainly would be a close call. I mean, given the number of games that they played, then yeah, no likelihood would be. Great shot from Defy, looking for a follow-up, and Stacks will be able to sit him down. We're going to be taking something, maybe able to recover the Sheriff as Door is going to get tapped. A little bit of an attempt at a crunch play. Jing striking, able to find 1. Meteor back in from B main. Finds 1 more. DH now looking to try to just flush Jing out. Flashback to try to buy a little bit of space, but eventually DH will find the second kill.
Paper X under the assumption that was a solo player.
Showstopper, and that's just going to be Meteor dead to rights. No real way to try to clean that one up or get away from it. Izu trading 1 back, but going to be held off as the slow creep up here on the angle comes in from Buzz. Gate crash sent forward. Will have been spotted, is being watched, defined. Immediately able to find 1 corner angle now confirmed, and something cleans up the remainders. Revealing strengths.
Darn. Oh, saw the head.
Izu trying to push up and catches the timing. Forsaken cannot escape fast enough. Shot right as he was about to escape, and now Buzz pushing forward, able to find Jing as well. Player advantage, the Prowler. Pogs here on the door. Patman, however, scouted out by the opposition. Looks here at backside, but she's getting chipped away at, and eventually Izu's able to collect it. Divine still fighting back for a little bit more, finds a kill on the DH. Stacks. It's the plant here on the corner. Swing out off the back of the flash. Divine able to find 1, finds himself a 3rd now in the round as Buzz and Stacks both get knocked out. It's Izu and Meteor. It's a swing around the back. Something watching for it. Might not have audio, but he's got game sense still. Meteor now having to do it all. No thorns set up here on the spike. Holding it to half, spots him, knows that he's going to be off of it here for now, but he's running out of time. And Divine continues to try to scale, and Meteor shuts him down, gets the Red Bull clutch.
There's Bangkok MVP.
Oh, DH kind of get lost in the sauce, and the paint shells flush him out into the open, so something quickly able to go ahead and scoop up that kill. Sherwalt is set up. Meteor trying to lurk forward, gets a smattering of damage across, putting Jing down to 53. Can't confirm the kill. At the same time, Izu sprinting forward. Shrug off the Steel Gardens. Relay Bolt goes flying, desperately trying to find a buy, and eventually he's able to do so. The overdrive collecting the kill. It's a scout here onto a couple other players. Swing out, has to pull back away from the angle.
Spike planted.
Spike now planted, a 4v4. Paper Rex trying to go on the retake, and that's a great first kill as Izu does get taken down. Buzz now going to be traded out, and immediately the remainders are found. Defuse to come in, and Paper Rex are going to keep this tight. And in position, C's nade combo is available.
Oh yeah.
So they're going to be considering it now, sending it the slide forward. Izu going to be struck down. There's the nade. Buzz gone. Paper Rex play it beautifully. Meteor felled back over outside of C main. And that now leaves just TH and Stacks, a Stinger and a Classic in a 2v5 position.
Not going to be easy. Get the Ghost.
I'll find you.
A little bit of extra firepower there. Have to clear some corners because you have zero info. What's going on over here? Just a little bit of an extra prize there for Stacks.
One enemy
Door
remaining.
tap, Divide plays off of that.
Spike down.
TP up in towards the site. DH not going to be able to find anything else there. Paranoia flying through. Couple pot shots of the Outlaw, nothing going to be found. This Buzz now finds himself forward here at upper. The swing coming in, Patman. A lot up in the mix.
Spike planted.
Something starting the rotation. Does have a dimensional drift of his own. He's immediately going to invest this one.
Vice Wall just slowed up Jing on the backside.
Calling the spot outs, but running out of time here on the ultimate. Meteor going to be struck down. Forsaken. Playing forward in from main. DH here in the smoke. Swings out. Finds the headshot. Divide going to be taken down. A huge kill to be found as the defuse started, but not quite held to half. Stacks there and upper. Able to find both.
I'm going to have the Odin, though. Outlaw for Divide. A couple players could die instantly to that. Oh, something.
Speaking of dying instantly.
Oh!
Speaking of dying instantly. Speaking of dying instantly.
I was hoping for your sake.
One enemy remaining.
As Divide makes 2 shots this time. But it's just a great call. Everybody just dead off the rip. Paper X just challenging forward, taking duels, and they get themselves another flawless round. Coming through. Meteor going to be smoked off the angle there with that Marshall. As push forward, and Divide is snappy as all hell. Finds Izu. DH now dead. Jing able to just get the peek through that narrow little gap, and Stacks now whittled away at down to 30 HP. I mean, yeah, just play off the guidance there, the Prowler up the Boombot. It's going to be back-to-back flawless rounds.
Because it gives you extra space control here, even if you fall back.
Don't even try.
What?
Don't even try to say that you love these Odins. Thank you, Buzz.
I love it in this situation. I don't think it's a... Oh, okay, well, hold the phone.
It's a nice shot. Buzz tagged down to 34 there. Sending forward the clone. Patman trying to hold the door, but DH will very quickly cancel the movement. Finds the headshot. T1 looking to pull off a flawless of their own.
I mean, you might as well go for it. Here, see if you can grab a few extra guns away from
Portal
T1.
closed. Lights
Yeah.
out.
Every gun you get here, very impactful. Economy for T1, not stellar. So might as well just keep pressing forward. Got a little bit of extra util for the Yoru still.
You're holding back.
Flash placed.
Seems suspicious about it being a clone, and now we'll basically have that confirmed as the flash gets cleared. Something able to go ahead, slink away quickly. Divide maybe in with a chance to try to get the jump. Cannot do so. Something makes it a little bit more costly as he tries to escape. 10 HP here. Smoke across onto B main. Paranoia at the ready here from DH, sends it. Jing sending out the rocket here immediately. Forsaken swinging up and back. Rubble immediately finding himself a second kill. Stacks can take it down. Jing still hovering around, trying to flush a Buzz out into the open instead of the spray, but Buzz is able to win that one out in the end. Steel Garden going to be sent. Bit of a shallow one there. As Buzz immediately going on the pivot here, trying to get a spot out onto anybody around this B site. Exits it. As now their own dimensional drift going to be coming through. Prowler to try to tech. Sees connecting. Patman swinging out of the smoke there at upper, able to find one. And Divide gets away scot-free. Meteor cannot collect that kill, but eventually is able to find as he re-swings back into the angle. Patman now shut down. The clone gone. Something needing to do it all, but Meteor already has it done.
You might be feeling it after that last round.
Flash gonna be dodged. Prowler confirms it. Buzz, however, loses his life. It's a swing coming in, and Jing, there's the second layer out from Baby Door. Still to find Izu. Stage now set. Paper Rex.
It's TP.
Looking to try to tie it up. The push on the door. And Forsaken outdoes Meteor. Don't think he's going to be ready for this angle. No, Stax does manage to go ahead and get the kill. Does get locked out. Has to retap this. As DH tries to take some forward space, but has since been scouted by the Prowler, by the Haunt. Tucks in the drop. Three faces out. Stax now trying to find it out, trying to win it. And can't quite get there. Something.
Could just use a little bit of util.
1, 2, 3. Everybody storming forward. Just Devi. That Sheriff in hand, lingering outside of C, trying to see if anyone goes for that main push. As Stax trying to send out the Haunt, immediately going to be scouted out, and he is just going to be dead to rights. Jing able to find one there with the Frenzy. Buzz peeking in towards upper, finds a headshot, looks for the second, gets it. Something gets annihilated. Forsaken trying to drive him out of the corner, but Buzz still holds his own. Divine out, last one standing, finds DH. Retap of the spike, the smoke now gone. Buzz collects himself a fourth. Massive rally back, a third of his kills all collected here in. DH really wanting control over Rubble and A main. He's actually gonna push the smoke. I was gonna say it's versus Devi on the opposite side with that Sheriff in hand, but doesn't manage to get the shot out. It's a very nice little bit of aggression here from the rookie.
I'm out of here.
There's Izu, jiggling, looking for a little bit more as the spam has something down so very low. Up and over the top he goes, shots eventually connecting. Jing gonna be taken down as DH finds himself a second.
Spike down A.
Stax refilling the space, catching Forsaken unawares. Izu has the cleanup.
So just something I want to bring up, just kind of an interesting meta discussion that's going on behind the scenes with Stinger versus Spectre. And frankly, it's worked out so far. Got two of them coming into this round again. See if they can find some more value.
No spy checking here on this trade position, so Meteor just able to go ahead and massacre them. Finds two quick kills. Pevin and Forsaken both take it down. Both critical parts of trying to get a push going. And something now noted cutting across towards the connector door.
Portal closed.
He swings back over towards the orb. Izu bounding forward, now spotting him out, but eventually the headshot does come in, but something on the TP is right back into the open. But Spectre still able to find more value. Good shots from Devi, puts Buzz down onto the floor. Jing taking some forward space here towards back sight, tries to go for the readjustment. Prowler getting the chomp, fully blinded up. Stax able to strike him down, the flash in. Devi trying to play himself forward onto the site, but Media collects himself a third, and T1.
Big push out here, though. Devi would be in a lot of trouble, but they're trying to crunch.
They bolt there into the corner, the slide forward. Izu able to find one. Jing's Bucky does manage to find value, and Patman absolutely lets that Sheriff sing. Two massive kills, weapons now able to be scooped up. Meteor arriving in from the back, however. Make sure that they leave one on the floor as he runs out of bullets. And Shorty at that range is not going to do a damn thing for you.
Spike down C.
Stax, however, not able to find a spray. Jing with 15 HP versus Meteor with 5. Still has a pain shell, a plasmec, and a boom bot.
And a showstopper.
This is very much anybody's round, but yeah, if he can get confirmation, it could just be the showstopper sent in his direction. Instead, just going to look to try to hold this angle. Flash is available. Swings, and Jing finds it. Red Bull clutch.
Career. He's also one away from his 10th ace. Point of fact.
Okay, showstopper now out, but it's a very target-rich environment, and the rocket is not going to be allowed to fly. Grounded there by Izu. Find the kill. Getting the ult out like that, it's going to be a very good feeling here as Meteor trying to play a timing. Actually does get forced away. Stax, however, just scaling forward out of the smoke alongside two of the players. They're just completely counteracting this one. It ends up being a flawless.
For the most part.
Trying to use this one way. Buzz just slotting forward on the opposite side of that one as Meteor trying to hold the door, but again, it's just so many targets, but eventually he's able to find one. Jing at the same time, able to take down Buzz.
Good hit.
Flash going to be sent. Meteor at 50 HP as Paint Shell goes bounding forward here towards him. Has to challenge him for the fight, but it's just going to be met with death. TP now across, out over towards Mount. Quick little cancel there from DH, but Stax pushing forward, able to find one. Jing gets taken down moments before his weapon gets stolen away. Nightfall's now going to be exchanged across the C site. Izu spotted, dead, Divine. Quick to find the kill. So he's not getting a grab, but Stacks. Already decayed, eats a little bit more damage. Falls down so very low. Narrowly is able to stay alive.
Planted.
The swing out, the lineup, DH. Collecting a collat. Now all here on something whose position has been read, and with just the classic in hand, he cannot make it happen. Onto the A site, going to be cleared out as the Steel Garden immediately going to be tossed in here by Meteor. Pushing forward though, Forsaken. Not ready yet. Scales up, finds the headshot. Stacks now arriving at stairs, the smoke's gone. Finding a timing onto one, Patman going to be taken down. DH flushed out, but Izu still, despite the health deficit, able to find the kill. Forsaken now on the floor. Brings it into a 3v3. The swing forward, something favored, finds the headshot.
Spike planted.
And it's now all on Buzz and Izu. Divine watching around the back. Buzz, the last one standing. It seems like the call to save the operator is going to be made. Will just slowly work his way back towards that weapon.
Thorns are alive.
This round, again, I like the early stuff from Paper Rex. You see that overcommitment of utility from B, and it's a quick pivot over towards A where something is taking space. The macro game this time, much more in line. They can find some success. Pretty quick B hit here. I assume that's something who pulled it, yep.
Dimensional drift, checking forward, Buzz, just waiting on the angle. Jing gonna be struck down, something does exit, goes for the shorty kill as he often does. But Izu is there to go ahead and cover, so in the end it's going to be a trade up. T1 maintaining a numbers advantage. His Meteor slowly drifting forward here into the smoke. He's gonna swing out of this one. Navai waiting, finds the timing, finds the kill, brings it now back into a 3v3. Attention gonna be paid here onto the B site. It's Navai looking to try to find the kill, and the fadeaway shot does manage to connect there onto Izu. Looks for a little bit more. Stacks able to stave him off for now.
Last player standing.
Unavailable, but Buzz dead inside of the smoke. Stacks
remaining.
able to collect one.
Spike down.
A shot to the back of the skull. Patman dead. Forsaken scooping up the weapon. The C's connecting, landing there right at his feet. The decay in play, but now recovered. Forsaken looking to try to do something that Stacks might not anticipate, which is scale forward. And Stacks is watching the angle, but Forsaken kind of set up util. Tagged into the back there for a brief moment, but no Thorns to try to slow this up. Jing now going to be boosted up on top of the box, and well, it's just going to be a double spam into the smoke. Meteor loses his life. DH taken down. Divine holding the mound angle there with the operator in hand. T1 widely would just be happy to try to find any damage they could possibly get, but right now looking very unlikely. Divine striking again, finding one. Buzz going to be struck down. As there you go, flawless Paper Rex. Well, from Stacks, not seeing anything. Double Thorn set up here, the sheer wall as well. The slow swing coming through. There's the peek, there's the shot. Buzz able to find one. Damage suffered is Forsaken. Blinded up, strafing forward. Dimensional drift going to be coming through. Ping's coming down. Shots found. Forsaken able to find one. Izu going to be struck down as Patman dead. Forsaken finding one, running out of bullets. Buzz able to find the shorty, draws it down. Has to reload the mag. The spike gets collected. The push out of the smoke! And DH does manage to find something before disaster strikes. T1 give it up, so spike starting to be planted. Something able to avoid the C's. Makes a quick exit back over and towards main. Gate crash from Buzz would almost certainly be putting him to his own demise. So just going to be the fake out. Thorns, pain shells, all look to try to hold them back. Waiting up the decay. This is a big connection, but Buzz peeking the corner, able to find one. Izu going to be traded out if something finds that. Jing gets two more kills. The Stacks does fall. Buzz going to be struck down, and we might just be in.
With the Phantom, Guardian, for Izu.
Quick hit. Getting ready to come through. Meteor is there. Judge shots, finding some damage, finding the kill. Izu dead, and Jing completely untouched. DH with a nice little linger here. Back rubble, able to find a kill. And that's going to give a weapon over here to the Omen of T1. As Jing looks to try to hold the door, but DH has other ideas. Swings back around over in towards main. Something right there alongside him. Wins out the fight. Shot from Divine, connecting. Stacks dead. The repeat. Buzz on the floor.
Whoa.
Meteor Able to find two, immediately gonna be sending out the ultimate, but he's swinging ahead before the seal guard and robs the judge. Takes his, now arrives nearby enough. Pivot call would be monstrous here from T1. They just don't have the information. Forsaken, however, able to find one. DH, back the enemy Omen, but the trade up is there or something. Looks to kill onto Izu. Drop down coming through, not the fake out, but DH, quick little peek, finds the shot, but Jing continues to maintain the advantage. Stacks now, last one alive, and Devi swings around from behind. Paper Rex now up to match point. Smoked off, so goes to the reposition. It seems like it might just be a very quick push now in towards C. Never mind. As soon as I say it, they get the orb, they're like, nope, back over to A. Smoke about to expire. Buzz trying to peek in. He swings right in to death. Devi finding the kill. Steal the orb, Stacks. Stop them from being able to get any of these ults online. They continue to scale, but T1 quickly now rotating around towards this A side. Pivot option is available for Paper Rex. Depending on what they try to go for. Stacks trying to hold the door. Jing, a poke and prod, a peek, a spot on the Izu. Ultimately, nothing else found. Spike now being brought in, and Meteor cannot hold his own. DH needing to do it all.
Spike down.
Finds the first, finds the second, something dead, but Jing and Devi bring now the rookie to be the last player standing for T1. 2 health, 3 players, and no real hope. A 3K from Devi, double OT maps, but Paper Rex